John Lusk here of Lusk Archery Adventures. Serious testing, successful hunting. Today I'm going to be testing a brand new broadhead to just come out on the market, and that is the JEKYLL and HYDE broadhead by Evolution Outdoors. Dale Perry is the designer. He's a big name in archery and broadhead design. He created the original Gravedigger broadhead, which I've used and done in many of my tests, taken nice animals with it. It's always performed really well. And he's come out with this new hybrid head. And it's not only a hybrid head, but it's a modular hybrid head, okay? And that makes it really unique. You saw me maybe a couple weeks ago when I tested the Rec broadhead, and that's a modular design as well, meaning it can switch between a fixed blade and a mechanical head. Well, so can this one. But this one is a hybrid head that can switch between a fixed blade and a mechanical head. Okay, so that makes it really unique. And so I'm going to zoom in here and go through some of the specs, and you can look at it. I'll go through some of the design features, but I really do want to tout the usability of a modular head like this. You can have one head, one ferrule, and then just buy different blades, whether you get the fixed blade pack or the mechanical head pack, and you can switch them out really easy. Okay, it's quite easily done, and you can hunt pretty much anything you want to hunt with that. If you're looking for fixed blade reliability, then you can use the fixed blade. If you're looking for a much bigger cut, then you can use the mechanical. But I love that modular design. So let's zoom in here, take a look at it, and then I'm going to put it through all my tests. I'm going to be testing it for flight. I'm going to be testing it for penetration, for durability, and for edge retention. Let's see how the JEKYLL and HYDE heads perform. Here you can see the JEKYLL and HYDE head close up. And you notice a few things right off the bat. First of all, in terms of the look, it just looks wicked cool. All right, here's the JEKYLL, which is the fixed blade head. And you can see it's got this 4-blade design with these curved blades that Dale has kind of become known for since the Gravedigger. Pretty cool looking design there. And then you can interchange it with the mechanical head that you can see is an over-the-top opening head. And that's it in the open position. Okay, so the look, pretty cool. In terms of the materials, and this is the 125 grain version, it's all stainless steel. Now, if you go to the 100 grain version, the ferrule is 70-75 aluminum, which is a really stout, strong aluminum. But in the 125 or 150 grain version, it's 416 stainless steel ferrule and 420 stainless steel blades. So it's nice, it's all steel construction. In terms of the dimensions, for the fixed blade, you got this 3/4 inch initial cut tip that you see is the same one that's used in the mechanical as well. And then the fixed blade this way, the main blade, is 1 inches. So in the fixed, you got 1 inch by 3/4 inch, so you're getting a full 1 3/4 inch cut in the fixed blade model, which is really nice. In the mechanical, you've got a 2-inch cross cut combined with the 3/4 inch cut here. So a full 2 3/4 inches of cut. And you notice that the fixed blade has this curved design too. It actually bends a little bit more back when there's pressure put on it. And it's that curve which gives it a greater cutting ability and a greater durability. You'll also notice the blades themselves, each are sharpened on the front and the back, in both the initial blade and in the main blade there. That's really cool. And they're both come to these sharp tips, which aids in producing a really nice, clean cut. The blades themselves in the fixed position are all 0.060 inches thick, which is very thick. It's almost double what many fixed blade heads thickness is. And so it's 0.060 inches thick. In the mechanical, the leading blade actually is the same. It's 0.060 inches thick. The mechanical blades are 0.030 inches thick. And so just by changing out this set screw here, you can quickly and easily replace the fixed blades with the mechanical blades. That's kind of nice that you can do that, keeping the same ferrule. And then with the mechanical itself, there's no O-rings and there's no retention clips, but there is this little tiny pin that's put in here. Now the pin needs to be replaced after each opening, whether it's a shot or whether you practice it just like I did here. Even upon opening it like this, they recommend that you replace that pin, and when you buy them, they come with a bunch of pins. But it's nice to not have to mess with O-rings or retention clips out in the field. And the blades open very easily. It's a predetermined, preset amount of tension that opens those blades. So they don't open in flight, but they're designed to open very well on an animal. I will note that in flight, I tested these at longer range, and they fly extremely well. Okay, so the fixed and the mechanical, they both fly equally well. I would say the mechanical is going to be slightly more forgiving, but I didn't notice that in my testing. They fly really well due to this vented design and due to the relatively small surface area that you have there in the blades. So excellent flight, but let's put it through the test and test it for penetration, edge retention, and durability. JEKYLL blade, out of the box sharpness. One stroke of the arrow. Two strokes of the arrow. Three strokes of the arrow. Four strokes of the arrow. Five strokes of the arrow. So the HYDE Broadhead cut paper after 5 strokes of the arrow. The JEKYLL penetrated 8.5 inches. The HYDE penetrated 8 1/4 inches. Here's the HYDE Broadhead after going through the MDF 5 times. And as you can see, it held up very well. The ferrule is in perfect condition. It spins true. The leading blade is in perfect condition. The mechanical blades bent back a bit, as you can see. They were much straighter when it began, but that's by design, that they're going to bend rather than break. That's the goal. And you still get a nice wide cut. And again, that's after 5 shots. So a little bit of a bend there, but other than that, in very good shape. And here's the holes. Now you can see in the holes themselves, because it's an over-the-top opening head, you're not going to get an initial big hole from the mechanical blades. However, you're still going to get a 3/4 inch cut from the leading blade, and you're still going to get about a 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch cut, about a 1/2 inch cut from the blades in the closed position. So you're still getting like a decent fixed blade opening head size. Now in this one, I opened the blades all the way just to see how they would do. So I shot it in the open position, and you can see it made like the full length cut. Here's the JEKYLL after being shot into the steel plate 3 times. It held up fine for the first 2 shots, but on the 3rd shot, it lost its blades, its main blades. But you can see you still have the front 3/4 inch blades that actually held up quite well. In terms of the hole, you can see the 3 holes right here, and you see that nice chunk, the 4 cuts, and you can see where probably one of the blades was broken off right there. But still got 3 nice holes. So what'd you think of the JEKYLL and HYDE? Man, I was impressed with it, okay? Love that modular design, love the all-steel construction, love the way that the fixed blade flew, and of course the mechanical is going to fly even better than that. Just loved so many things about it. You can look at the score sheet and see for yourself how it did in each of those areas and compare it to other heads. But this new head by Evolution Outdoors is definitely worth a look. Great job, guys. Great job, Dale, in the design.